What's up, y'all? This is BoxingMindTv with another video. This video is about my reaction with the Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford fight. I know I've been a little bit, few days late on the reaction, but I had some things to do. Life happens. I wasn't running from the smoke, but I'm running for the reaction, making a reaction. But I want to make my reaction today on this fight. Terence Crawford did his thing, just thoroughly dominated Errol Spence. Errol Spence could not get his timing off. He couldn't do what he wanted to do in the ring. Terence Crawford used his reach. He used his jab. He punched when Errol Spence was punching to stop his forward momentum. He did a lot of things in there, man. He did a lot of things in there. He controlled the distance throughout the whole fight, which as the fight went on, when Errol Spence wasn't getting his way, Errol Spence would more so do a lot of reaching that would create the openings for Terence Crawford to land his shot, land his counters. Before Errol Spence would reach. Sometimes he would have blocked the shots, and before Errol Spence could put his gloves back to his face to protect him, at the same time, at the perfect timing, Terence Crawford is throwing his shot and catching Errol Spence before he gets his gloves back. It's beautiful. It's beautiful timing, beautiful boxing he was doing that night. And he got the better of Errol Spence, in dominant fashion. It was, I think Errol Spence probably only won, to me, was the first round. After the first round, it was Terence Crawford all the way through. Terence Crawford did everything he wanted to do in that fight. Couldn't really be stopped doing it. Couldn't be nothing that really stopped him from doing it. But Errol Spence kept trying. Kept getting up. Whether he didn't feel well, he didn't feel good, or whatever the case is, it just wasn't his night. Even from the first knockdown, I feel like his legs was a little bit gone. You know what I'm saying? But cause I seen his legs kind of like stiffen up, wobble a little bit, even from the first knockdown. Even though it wasn't even a hard knockdown, he got up. You can see his legs was kind of like not totally there. But I'll make no excuses. I had Errol Spence winning the fight. I had Errol Spence winning the fight before the fight started. But Terence Crawford showed that he's really the real deal, and also him winning the fight, it puts the notion that everybody's been talking about, his resume. Now all that's out the window. You know what I'm saying? This fight right here was to erase anything anybody had to say. You know what I'm saying? He showed that his resume was, good enough for him to do what he had to do, because Errol Spence was the top dog, and he beat the top dog thoroughly. So, so it's now that's water under the bridge. Terence Crawford is the pound for pound #1 boxer in the world, and he's a two-time undisputed. How could we dispute that? Two-time undisputed. I don't hear anything about it anyway, or anything like that by him being #1. But that's another video. But I want to focus on this fight and get this fight the proper justice that it deserves. Terence Crawford did what he had to do. The ring entrance was dope. I don't think I ever seen Eminem with Eminem giving a ring entrance to anybody, in boxing or any fighter, combat fighter, whether it be UFC or whoever. But that was dope. The outfit was dope. You know what I'm saying? He had a little like a fishing net outfit. He came to catch the big fish. You know what I'm saying? Everything was dope, man. He was ready for the moment, and he took advantage of it. He sealed it. He took advantage of it. He came out to the Eminem song, "Lose Yourself." In the moment, you own it. You should never, let it go. He came out to that, man, and that was big. And that's what he did. He took control of the moment, and he embraced it, and he came in. He came in and left with the victory. He did his job. Terence Crawford was sharp. He was ready for it. He was real sharp. He was strong. That's one thing too about his strength. His strength. A lot of people was talking about Terence Crawford wasn't gonna be strong enough. You know, he was too small. I never thought he was gonna be like that. From the minute he came into the welterweight division, and you had Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn was bullying Pacquiao, pushing Pacquiao, doing all type of stuff, right? Putting his weight on Pacquiao and being like basically stronger than Pacquiao, right? When Terence Crawford fought Jeff Horn couldn't do that to Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford was real strong. And as the fights went on, the fights he had throughout the years in welterweight division, he showed his strength. He wasn't getting bullied around. And then throughout those fights, I always felt like he was getting he was getting getting used to the weight class. He'll get used to the weight class. And as he get used to the weight class, he's still showing his strength. He's still strong. Nobody's pushing him around. He kind of pushed Sean Porter around. Sean Porter is pretty strong welterweight. You know, nobody was there to push Terence Crawford around. Then you hear about his wrestling background, and the wrestlers are strong. You know what I'm saying? So you always hear about him being strong. So I never thought that Errol Spence would be stronger than him. I don't think that'd be a factor. And I never thought that'd be a factor at all. You know what I'm saying? It just there'd be two strong guys. It shouldn't control the winner or loser. You know what I'm saying? Because look, Spence fought Dennis Ugas' last fight, you know, and Ugas was doing the same thing to him, pushing Spence. It was just, you know, showing your strength. I'm pretty sure Spence could push Crawford too if he wanted to exert that energy, but he didn't have that energy to give or wanted to exert that type of energy of pushing him. You know what I'm saying? But you guys did it in Spence fight, and that didn't stop Spence from beating him. So I don't think the physicality of the fight was the physical strength. The physicality of Terence Crawford was going to be the determination of the fight. What determined the fight was Terence Crawford timing and him controlling the distance. You know, controlling the distance, and Errol Spence could never get his timing right and get the right proper distance to land a consistent punch or consistent punches cleanly on Terence Crawford. He couldn't do it, you know, because of that. It wasn't because, you know, Terence Crawford's physicality or strength, you know. So it was a good fight. It wasn't a good entertaining fight. It was the entertaining fight, my fault. It was a good entertaining fight, but it wasn't a competitive fight that we all wanted. I was, you know, surprised about it being a one-sided fight. You know, it didn't look good to see Errol Spence beat up like that. You know, it wasn't a good sight to see, but Errol Spence is a true champion. He had showed heart. He never gave up. You know, it's all respect to Errol Spence. And the thing is, you know, Errol Spence still has fans. You know, still has fans out there that's gonna support him. A lot of people, you know, after you lose, make a loss, or not, I say make a loss, but after you have a loss, you got a lot of fans that run away. You know what I'm saying? That bandwagon switch over to Terence Crawford's fans. I was always a Terence Crawford fan also, but I'm also an Errol Spence fan, and I was going for him in this fight. I chose Errol Spence to win the fight, but he didn't, and I'm still a fan of both. It doesn't stop, but a lot of people jump off the ship and start clowning them or whatever. So, but Errol Spence showed a lot of heart. He never gave up. Didn't make no excuses, and he's doing good, man. He's gonna heal up. He's gonna come back. He wants to fight at 154. That's the next stop. He wants to do the rematch at. And Terence Crawford says it's hard for him to make 147 also. So I mean, a fight could happen there. But you know, Terence Crawford did his thing. Everybody give him his credit, and let it to the rematch, to another fight, to go from there, man. But I'm glad boxing got this fight. We needed this fight. It was a great fight between two Americans going at it, and hopefully the numbers show that you know we could support two Americans fighting and making a big fight, you know. So, and let me know what y'all think about the fight. What's your reaction up to it? What you think about Terence Crawford? Think about Errol Spence? What Errol Spence should do from here on out? Who Terence Crawford should fight after this? You know, let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about my take on this fight. And I'll be back with y'all in another video. It's BoxingMindTv, and I'm out.